Oh, I suppose I need to watch this and make sure that we have... wait, Alright, so we have an 8, except it's Dada doing it. We got a 6. Alright, so who's going to be where? I don't know. Where's everybody going to be? Phew. Okay, so Snake, alright. So Messi, sitting in losers, having port priority. So this is actually going to be somewhat in his favor.
Indeed, unlike last match in winners finals, where Messi did not have the port priority.
Alrighty. So game 1. Mystryu going back to his old main of Diddy Kong. I know that he used to play Diddy Kong when Project M came out before. Unfortunately, because of the quote-unquote nerfs that he got. Okay, so they were significant. Yes. But he did switch over to Sheik, and then was a little bit... I know he was a little bit salty when Sheik didn't have... Got a little bit of nerfs in 3.5 beta, I want to say. But...
you mean the 3.6 one where they changed the back throw?
Or 3.6 beta, yeah.
Yes, but that was changed back for the final release of 3.6.
It was.
For those who don't know, Sheik has a mix-up between her down throw and her back throw. So being able to... it's like a 50-50 mix-up on where you DI. If you DI incorrectly for the back throw, she can just re-grab. Same thing with the down throw, then it was go back and forth.
It was a nasty mix-up, especially in Project M. Granted, it didn't do as much damage as like the melee counterpart did, but I would always sacrifice damage for more mix-up opportunity.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness, that Skittle. That skill of a shield. Oh, Messi, oh my goodness. So that banana being so dominant in spacing. And Messi was so scared to get it. But you know what? He still got the KO anyway.
Nice job on Messi right there. Missing his C4, but going to be able to still keep some pressure right now. But Mystryu is actually trying to take this back right now, and does he have the lead right now? Yes, gets the grab. Oh, but misses the fair, unfortunately.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, so I just learned today that the trank goes through...
yes,
oh my goodness,
now the tranquilizer is now transparent. It will go through anything. Oh,
wow.
And the upbeat kill. Delicious.
That was... that was chaotic. That was something else. Something that we... I'm going to say that both of us never really saw.
But anyway, back to the tranquilizer. In 3.6 beta, they did redo it so that it is transparent. So now it will go through other things. As we just saw, it went through the peanut straight back into Mystryu. Before, it would be anything it could run into, and then it would just be taken up. So now, like, even other people, like during doubles, you can put to sleep multiple people.
Oh my goodness!
So it's ridiculous.
And that mine was a little bit ridiculous as well, talking about ridiculousness. But it's interesting because, like, in Metal Gear Solid 5, I've been playing that a little bit recently. In the game, you can destroy lights. However, the tranquilizer gun is not powerful enough to penetrate light bulbs or anything. So it's really interesting to think that the trank in this game can actually break and transcend so many projectiles instead.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. Oh. That was actually really bad. Even though that Messi did get the tech, he didn't get the tech in the place that he wanted. He could have actually been down smashed. There would have been a lot of possibility that Messi could have done, or Messi could have taken from Mystryu.
As we see Mystryu, he's desperately trying to get this to end this stock right now.
Yeah. Oh, he actually doesn't get the reverse sticky. He gets the trank instead.
So Mystryu no longer have to worry about getting that stock off. Now he has to worry about this next one. But he's got to get some percent in order to do that first. But
yeah, oh wow, he gets out of it. Oh, nice. Almost goes for the disrespect dunk with the up B, but unfortunately not able to get it. Oh, that jab reset. Can we talk about how good that was?
Very good. Very, very good. I really liked what Mystryu did with that dash attack. Was kind of like canceling it, like at like the very first opportunity frame.
So really bad position. That's gonna KO Mystryu. He got that stick. Messi being on point with all the sticks. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. I picked up Snake before, and I'm like, how does Messi do this? How does Messi actually play Snake? And it's just mind-boggling. because Snake to me feels really clunky, and we see here DRM Messi making them look very, very fluid like water.
Oh yes, very much so. He's put in years and years of practice, for sure.
Definitely.
Having all of that brawl tech transfer over, I'm sure that made a huge help in the process, but being able to have all that upkeep, being able to be conscious of all of these projectiles, you have to know when you're, how much ammo that you have left in your trank, you have to know where your grenade is, you have to know where your C4 is, you have to know where your down smash is, you have to know what percents that they can kill at, and whatever, it's everything. Snake has so much that you have to keep track of, and it's amazing how Messi is able to continuously keep up with all of this.
Sure. And that game ender was very beautiful. We saw both. Oh, all right, that was a power shield. But going back to that end of the game, that was really brilliant on Messi's part. He knew that Mystryu was going to air dodge. Mystryu wanting to panic out immediately because he didn't want to get hit by the C4. But you know what? It's still. Oh my goodness!
Ooh, that tech!
So let's go to that tech. That was beautiful. But Mystryu, like
I was hoping
knew about that air dodge last game.
I wonder if Messi ever goes for footstools. Because if so, I would say that would have been one of the opportune times to go for a footstool. Just kind of follow off and then
that was. I'm not sure there was much that Mystryu could have done there, just because, like, he was already in the up B state. He couldn't aim it anymore. His barrel's already fired.
Yeah.
And oh, that's. I did not know that Trank triggers landmines?
Yeah, okay, so the thing about the landmine, if you look at it in debug mode, it has a tiny hitbox bubble just above the ground. It's probably it probably goes up to Diddy's shirt when he's standing, or about like the upper part of like Snake's thigh.
Okay.
That's probably like the top of it. So anything that touches it, that's the sensor of it.
Gotcha.
So, seeing as like he kind of crouches down in order to do that.
Can we talk about that instant toss once again? Either that or completely, whether it was luck based, that was a very good play by Mystryu, catching the banana and throwing it back and getting the KO on Snake. Because he definitely needs that, being at 113%. He's a little bit high. Any kind of stray hit that Snake is going to get, that Messi is going to get, is going to put Mystryu in a really bad position. Oh my goodness!
There we go. We see the Transcendent on the Tranquilizer again right there.
You know, that could have been Messi's, or that could have been Mystryu's stock.
Could have. But this banana's too good.
Banana and then fair. Because like I still would have said go for the fair even if you do get slipped up by the banana, because you're still trading a slip up for damage and possible KO.
Oh yes, definitely. But Messi taking off that stock with tons of explosions. Eventually it's going to kill right off the top, correct?
Eventually.
And Mystryu really... I really like how well that he's able to use these tripping of the banana. Oh, the catch on the peanut. Nothing comes of it, though. Oh.
Was that the crouch cancel up smash?
Yep.
Like, that was... It worked out.
Yeah.
He did eventually close that gap, which is exactly what Mystryu wanted.
Hold him down. It's a pretty good move sometimes.
I mean, especially, like...
Oh
my goodness, that was...
And that's where the port priority comes into play, actually.
Yeah, because he did... Actually, no, it wouldn't have come into play there because only Mystryu was getting hit by the mortar shell, not a grenade where both of them get hit.
Oh, okay. I thought... Oh, yes, that's right. It was the mortar. Never mind. My bad. Wow. If that was a grenade, then that's where... Then that's where the port priority would have come in. And
I don't exactly have seen any situations where port priority would have helped out Mystryu or Messi.
No, not quite so far.
But I imagine that if Mystryu did have the port priority, he'd be going for more grabs when Messi pulls out the grenade.
Ooh, there we go. Funky gentleman, but this is that F smash right there. Ooh, that grab range. So far, following up with the back air. Decides to go for the banana instead of following up, which Messi was flying away a decent amount, so. clap, but unable to follow up, sadly, right there. Ooh.
Beautiful tech. Unfortunately, if he didn't get that tech, then Snake would have been able to do so many filthy things.
Ooh, there we go. Latch onto his face, up air.
So is this going to be... There's a huge opportunity for Mystryu.
Ooh.
I'm not sure why he's not trying the tempered edge guard or like foil or make it a little bit harder, but gets the KO. Now, what does Mystryu need to do here? Because he's been a little bit behind all this game. He definitely does not want Snake to be able to lay any kind of mines whatsoever.
And right now, instead of just completely getting rid of those mines, he's using them to get some damage on for himself. And right now, he's playing this neutral game super well, being able to just kind of keep his space with his banana, AGTing, throwing them peanuts. But right now, as the momentum shifts a little bit more into Messi's favor, let's see if it's going to be able to... Who's going to be able to...
Oh no, is that...
End it?
Oh,
no, he did not get it.
No, he did not.
I love that combo though, whenever it works.
Yeah, one thing I have to say about Messi is I really like how he gives up stage control or any kind of combo potential just by sticking. Because in the end, even though that he can get a KO and putting Mystryu in a really bad position at that moment in time, with the stick on top of him, it means that he's in a bad position all the time. He has to be constantly thinking, is he going to detonate now? Is this going to be safe for me to do, or am I going to be blown up?
Definitely. And here we have dead even, 1-to-1 stock, 155 apiece.
Is that going to do? Oh my goodness.
But a raw back air. Moving those strong hit boxes to the different portion. I think they moved it closer in, kind of more towards the center of Snake is where the new strong hit boxes are on the back air.
God, it's still disgusting either way. Like taking a nap on people, just the back air in general. It's so disgustingly huge. So Mystryu actually opting in to go Sheik, more of what he's known for.
Oh yes, definitely. But right now.
So you know what Mystryu could have done actually is doing an old brawl tactic where you go down with Snake and you get yourself sticky. So Snake can't blow it up. Well, okay, so he can, but it's not going to be on him.
Yeah, that's really interesting actually. I didn't know
old
about
brawl
that.
tactic actually. Another thing that also you could do under there is when Snake is falling up, if you have the taunt button, just match the taunt button so that way you can footstool him.
But unfortunately, how they changed footstools in 3.6, it's like teching now. So if you miss the first footstool, you can't do it again for another 20 frames.
That's good to know. I learned something today. Messi not looking happy about that stock.
Yes, before you were able to just kind of spam footstools no matter what, but they figured
more priority coming into play there.
But they kind of figured, it's like, you know, that's kind of a bit much. We don't want people just kind of spamming their taunt button or whatever, so.
Guilty.
Fair enough.
Except I only did it when getting the Falcon D off. But there is not a Falcon on here. There's only a Sheik and a Snake and a Sheik that is hurting.
No, indeed, and definitely hurting for more port priority things. But actually, no, that was enough smash again, wasn't it? Ooh, but the Cypher to up air, the gent.
Yeah, Mystryu not looking happy about that either. Like, I'm not sure if there was anything else that Mystryu could have done to prevent that combo. Like, just a little bit of history for you folks out there is Mystryu and Messi, two very good friends, two very good sparring partners, and two very good teams partners, actually.
Oh, yes. Very good teams partners.
Going out to Paragon, and I believe they either got 9th or 7th?
9th.
9th, okay. But making a statement at Paragon saying, hey, we're Colorado, we still have, oh my goodness.
Can't take that. Or maybe he could. I don't know.
I'm sure he could have, but maybe he wasn't.
Because after getting a tech, do you still have that 20 frame cap, or can you tech again right after?
That's a good question, actually. That I'm not sure.
If any of you can confirm it to the chat, that would be beautiful. Because that would be.
That is a good question, actually. Something that we could possibly ask for on Reddit and or just doing some experimenting.
Thus the meta develops against Snake. or at least Messi.
Wow. Just the coverage there that Snake had, putting out a grenade and then also pulling out the C4 and detonating it. That was some massive firepower just on the ledge.
Even the low ceiling. Mystryu does not die to an up air right there, but
oh no,
he will die to that trade, sadly. I'm surprised that he didn't switch to Zelda right there, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't feel like he had enough time, or maybe he's just way too focused right now. Maybe tunnel vision a little bit, I don't know.
Woo! So I'm not sure what Mystryu's plan was for edge guarding on the left side there.
I don't know. I mean, he went for the down smash, but it didn't quite get the,
oh! That was some DI or lack thereof.
Yes. Sending straight up. I want to say there's no DI. He might have missed it.
Yeah, lack thereof. Because like with DI, you can just simply hold it. You don't have to immediately input a direction once you get hit. You can hold it like many of the times when I'm, oh no. And that is a straight 3-0 for a bracket reset. I wonder if they're going to do Game & Watch once again. No.